was gonna say. All right, we good. What's up, everybody? It's your boy Sammy, aka Laker Boy Ace. What up, everybody? It's Laker Boy Waldo, and we have a special guest today, Eddie Starr.
And it's your boy Eddie Starr coming to you live from the pad, kicking it with the Lakers guys.
Legend himself, the Star, Eddie Starr. Man, it's an honor to have you once again.
Honestly, man. Let's get it going, man. You guys are the ones.
Man, pioneer. This man started the Laker Talk on YouTube, bro.
So it's an honor, man. Praise the greats, bro. Praise the greats.
Praise the greats.
I ain't nobody, man. I'm just a, small time
cat. Anyways, yeah, we have a lot to talk about, and the community, the old Laker community's in an uproar right now.
Hell yeah.
Timothy Mozgov.
Yes. They're upset.
Yeah, man, that's the least. I mean, that's the least you can put it. It's insane. What do you think about Mozgov?
Honestly, obviously, we had that live stream.
Yeah.
My initial reaction was, what the heck? But after seeing these other signings, man, he's market value. It's not bad,
Yeah, now that we see the market and how it's working out, and how these mediocre players are getting $70 million contracts, you put it in a contract.
I don't know if you guys noticed, Justin Hamilton, the bench warmer on the Heat, he got a 4-year, $50 million deal from the Nets today.
No way.
Yeah.
Oh my God, bro! I wish I was a baller right now, dude. Bro. Making good money.
Cowboys probably getting $200K too.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. So I mean, that's crazy, bro. I mean, that's just how the market is right now.
That's true. And even down the line, when the years pass, this contract might seem a bit more, at least reasonable.
Right. Hopefully, yeah.
But you still can't help but to see $64 million, and it's tied with a man named Timothy Mozgov.
Right.
Mozgov.
That's the thing. Yeah. That's
And you know what's more alarming? 12:01 a.m. Lakers. Oh my God, we got the notification. We're there. Who are we talking to? Timothy Mozgov.
16 mil?
60 mil. Yeah.
Oh, 4 years. That's not bad.
I was starstruck, man. What was your reaction, Eddie? How did you feel when you saw that?
Okay, I'm not gonna lie to you. I was really I really wanted Whiteside. Right. But once I figured out that Whiteside, he wasn't gonna give us a chance, I was like, man, I was really upset. And then when they said that they got Timothy Mozgov, to say I was ecstatic, that I would be lying to you. But looking at it and the situation that the Lakers are in, where free agents do not want to sit down with the Lakers, it was like, what could they do? Too much capital they have to spend, and given the circumstances, it's okay. It's an okay signing. We need a defensive center, so that was just my take. It wasn't like I was jumping up for joy, like, man, we got Mozgov. It was kind of like, it was just one of those things where we needed a big to clog up the middle. Most of our bigs are either smaller. Well, we have Zubac, but we're trying to figure out what Zubac is going to be. But, we had Slow Roy, and you kind of just hoping that it's not another situation where it's another Slow Roy. But obviously, Mozgov, he's at a decent age. He's 29. You look at the numbers and you think, wow, man. How could you pay this guy this kind of money? This about Mozgov here, but the NBA is making a lot of money, and that's basically what you're seeing. And teams are forced to give out exorbitant amount of money just to meet the cap.
Right, so and I want to ensure that rule that everyone knows we have to. I think this year, and if we don't from free agents, everyone's salary gets adjusted upwards. So
might as well unload.
We had to build out the cap,
especially because we needed Mozgov.
So it's unloaded all of these contracts. Well, they probably make maybe like so keep that in mind too. It's not like we could just keep the cap space,
And listen, Mozgov is serviceable. He's not a stupid player by any means. The only thing that's annoying is the length of the contract
and age a little bit.
Yeah, but I mean, I was talking about this with Waleed just yesterday. We were talking about how he can do really good plays for D'Angelo Russell, the pick and roll, for example.
Very mobile.
Yeah, he's one of the best in the league with that as a big man. And so I think that's why his price is also high.
Yeah, statistically, he was second behind Whiteside in picking up. So I mean, I guess not getting Whiteside, that means
I guess that's his purpose too. You know, he would just be that rim protector. And I think that honestly, we were talking about this too. It's a good thing to mention. People are wondering, why didn't we just go for Biombo?
I wanted to actually ask you that. You know, Biombo signed for 4 years, 72. What's your thoughts on that? Why do you think we didn't go after him? He didn't even get it back.
Well, Biombo is not too much. He's not too much as far as size. He's not too much different than Black. He's about 6'9", but he's a long 6'9". He's an extremely active 6'9". So it was like, yeah, you could have gotten Biombo, but I think Biombo, what happened was he had an excellent series against the Cavs.
Yeah,
got his value up. So everybody's kind of looking at Biombo like, man, Biombo, you know, he could possibly be, but offensively, I don't know. I guess he's all right, but I think that we already have Black, and you can get Black for a cheaper price rather than overpay Biombo. But he is a defensive guy, and you know. But I think if you can get an actual big with the actual size and length like Mozgov, I mean, think about what Mozgov is popular for. He's popular for getting dunked on. You know, he's getting dunked on, but he's playing defense. Nowadays, you got guys that don't even want to get posted. They just run out the way. So, you know, it's all right. It's okay sign to me.
Yeah, it's starting to grow on me.
He's starting to grow on me. I've been looking at how mobile he is for how big he is, and it's you know, not many big men, especially now in the league, are like that. You know, it's either you're small and you're agile, or you're big and you're kind of back to back.
Listen, and the best thing is he gives us versatility. Yeah, that's the main thing. And you know, there will be rotations where Luke Walton will play small ball, and he might be on the bench. Like I was saying, he'll be at the 5, and Dang will be at the 4. Yeah. So it's more versatility.
Yeah, I think that you know, with Mozgov, he's gonna have his little, you know, he's gonna have his games where he break out. We're gonna be cheering for him. But I mean, we shouldn't be expecting, you know, this guy to be, you know, Shaq or anything like that.
No.
Clog up the middle and make a couple good plays to get us excited, so the young guys can run on the other side of the floor and score. So that's what I'm expecting from him.
Yeah, if you think about it, he's very low maintenance. Like if he's on the bench, he's not gonna complain.
There's no ego issue.
Yeah, he's not gonna call for touches. Like, you know, we always need someone.
And I think this is great for the development of the young players, man, because now they don't have that competition. And this is my opinion. If we were to get like a young Biombo, I think there would be too much young talent inside of the starting 5. It's better to have a Mozgov right now. Literally, I'm saying that.
I don't know. I always feel the more talent you could get, the better. But I mean, Mozgov isn't too bad. But
well, listen, it's all for the development of the young core right now.
But he's a rim protector. He's not going to ask for touches either, though.
I think he would.
I
think he would. I think Biombo would. He has something to prove too. He's not a scrub either.
I don't know.
So that's
what do you think? Yeah.
I mean, you know what? The whole Biombo thing. Biombo was a joke about like 2 or 3 years ago. Nobody wasn't thinking about Biombo. But he's made a name for himself out in Toronto. And what happened was he just got traded to Orlando. So you're going to have Biombo and Ibaka down low in Orlando. So be like
they're traded 100%. I mean, Orlando got a scary little.
This pitch is much better to me.
Yes, he had more potential in both of them. Whatever.
Maybe Biombo's all right, but would I get him over Mozgov? I don't know. When you already have a diet version of Biombo and Tyreek Black.
Exactly. I'm very hopeful about that guy.
Right.
He's really good. Yeah, he's awesome. That's true. So yeah, Mozgov, he's growing on me.
He is very, very much. Yeah.
And Luol Deng, I think honestly, I want to say I think Deng is a really good addition. We had the video up on Laker Guys where we were talking about it, and he was one of the players that we really wanted because you know Ingram's still developing into his body. Mind you, guys, he's 18, right? So when he comes into the league, he's going to just start every night and get piled on by all these players that are built. He needs time, and I think with Luol Deng coming in, he's going to have that space to grow. He won't have all that pressure on his shoulders. And I think it's good. I think he won't start every night, which is something I was worried about, but it's also something that is, you know, not the worst thing either.
Right, and pressure-wise, he's not going to be pressured into, you know, being that 18-point per game scorer rookie year as a Laker fan.
Exactly. Yeah, but I'm hopeful he will be.
Yeah, you don't, but yeah. And actually, that ties into what we wanted to say, Summer League. It kind of just, if he comes out dominating in Summer League, do you think he gets a starting spot?
Oh, well, you know what? This is what I think, especially with Brian Shaw and the assistants that they have there. I believe that they're going to talk to Dean. I mean, they're going to talk to Ingram, and they're going to say, hey, look, man, you know, you got to pretty much earn your spot. I mean, he's going to get a spot or whatever. But I think that they're going to give – initially, they're going to give it to Dang. They're going to give the starting position to Dang. That has nothing to do with minutes. A person can start before you, but that might not necessarily mean that you're getting more minutes. So what I think is initially they might have Ding start some games, and some games they might have Ingram start. It depends on the matchup. So more of a matchup type of deal. With who are they going up against? You know, if you're going up against the Cleveland Cavaliers that night, you might want to have Dang out there. You don't want Ingram.
That's true.
It depends on the matchups that you have. And Ingram, what I think is they're going to be pushing him to be, you know, to be really better than what he is. And he's already a kid that could just wake up out the bed, just give you 18 points some way, somehow. But I think he's going to be challenged by Brian Shaw, if not Luke Walton, to, you know, to step it up. But I think he has a talent. He can go out there and start any game. Play if you just put him out there, he's gonna score. So he's gonna get
he has a staff that's perfect for him, as you were saying.
Shaw.
It's not even like Brian Shaw, of course, but like even the other guys. Luke hired, you know, Jesse Murphy's, I think. You know, he ran it.
He's gonna be the guy from Summer League. He's gonna be the guy coaching Summer League.
That's great, man. He's developed so many players up in Toronto, you know. So I mean, everyone is develop oriented. That's what I like. It's not more of a win now type of thing. I'm coaching, so I like that a lot too. Everyone's kind of just there to help the young guys. That's kind of their goal. So I like that a lot.
That's what it's supposed to be. It's supposed to be, you know, a team that's not just Luke Walton, that you got a support system that's going to really help the young core grow. And like I say, that's what it's all about. Next season, there's going to be a bigger cap. So these seem like crazy numbers that they're getting signed for years. But once they get the advertisements on the jerseys, the money goes up. So this deal that they got right now, that's going to look like, oh, that's nothing. So, you know, and also you guys heard about Nick Young.
Yeah, traded. That's crazy. Before summer camp, summer camp, training camp.
Well, you know, it had to happen. Yeah.
That's good news. What I think ends up happening, either they negotiate a buyout or they just flat out cut him.
You don't think we get a second round pick out of him?
Man, you know what? It's just Nick Young. He has stuff outside of basketball that I think that a lot of GMs are kind of like. He's always had this history where, I mean, you go far as back as Gilbert Arenas, he was on that team and he got traded. He got traded because they felt like he was kind of immature. And when they brought John Wall, I guess they didn't, you know, he wasn't like a mentor type. So they kind of got rid of Nick Young, and he'd been traveling, he'd been Clippers and I think 76ers, and he's been a journeyman. So Nick Young has kind of always had these little concerns about his maturity, but now it's at a point where you have a young nucleus and you got to focus on the young nucleus, and you don't need any time for that stuff, you know, that he got going on.
Also, his stock has just fallen in general, you know. I mean, also GMs take note, you know, that we've been trying to shop him for like literally the last 2 years.
But you know, he still has value. I think.
He has value, but honestly, you're right. I don't think we're getting a pick or anything out of him. His stock is gone, man. Everyone knows we're moving him. They'd rather just wait till we buy him out. They really have interest.
What about you? What you think?
I think Nick Young does have some value. I think we could get a second round pick from him. No matter what the maturity, I think there are GMs out there that really don't care that much.
I mean, look,
I'm gonna be honest with you though. Like, I think that he's a 3-point shooter. He's very streaky, and he can be decent off the bench, and I think GM's noticed that, and I feel like he's not totally pointless, and I think that Mitch is gonna try to shop him out.
Of course, we're gonna try to shop him, but okay, I just want to bring up, you guys know Trey Burke, right? Utah Jazz point guard.
Absolutely.
He just got traded just for a second-round pick. I mean, if someone like Trey Burke, 23-year-old potential, who still really hasn't grown into himself yet, is getting shopped around for a second-round pick, I don't see how Nick Young can get that.
But Trey Burke Trey Burke has an age on his side.
Yeah, that's all. And Nick
Young is he's up there. So it's kind of like, if you can get a Jamal Crawford, why not just get a Jamal Crawford if he's hanging out there? You see? Then trade for Nick Young. So I mean, Nick Young has had, like I said, he got buckets under D'Antoni, but I'm pretty sure Mitch is going to try to hype it up, I'm only at him for limited time. I might have to take him back, I don't know, and try to hype up the price. But I mean, realistically, they might just have to be, I'm sorry, Nick Young. It's really unfortunate, the whole situation, but this is business, man. I'm sorry, man. So I wish you well in your future endeavors. That's all you could do.
Right. Well, listen, I'm hopeful for the guy. I hope he does get traded to the team. He needs a fresh start.
I mean, he'll sign with someone regardless, but just
I say he can make it on the team. Like he could be some one of these teams. I don't know.
With the Rockets.
Sacramento always needs a shooter.
He's spot on with the Rockets. I can see him going to the Rockets or something like that.
Yeah, the Nick Young era is over.
It appears to be.
Yeah.
So you said, wait. So we were talking. Oh, go ahead.
I also got some. Oh, my bad.
No, you go ahead. Not me. Go ahead.
Someone also brought up to me that his game, you think it would match the league these days, but it really doesn't. He can't really defend multiple positions. Very lazy. And I mean, you can find a streak shooter on the free agency class right now anyways. So that's what someone brought to me, which kind of makes sense.
You're actually better off signing a 3 and D guy.
Yeah, that's kind of the league now. It's all about 3 and D players, So
I believe what's that guy named? Crab is available.
Courtney Lee.
Crab.
3 and D guy.
Yeah, there's a lot, especially with the cap. Everyone has money too. So that was a great point.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Cross our fingers, hope, and wish that the man find a new destination. Hopefully, we can get a second-round pick out of it.
Hopefully, that'd be great. Second-round picks are getting more valuable too with like the salary. Yeah,
I think Nick Young is he has like 2 more years and $11 million, which is nothing in this new NBA. So
it's more about the team. Yeah,
something.
I feel to get a valuable trade from Nick Young, he would have to be in a package. He couldn't just be him.
Yeah.
When I say trade Nick Young for a second-round pick, he has to be with another player. Definitely.
Absolutely. You got to take on the salary, but hopefully the player is worth something.
Yeah. So yeah, I guess we can talk about our next topic now.
Yeah. So
Summer League. Yeah. Who do you think, Eddie? Who's the guy that's gonna shine?
Summer League. I think it's popular consensus that Zach August, and the reason why I say Zach August is because Zach August has a defensive motor, at least from some of the stuff that I've seen, is that he has some kind of motor defensively. He's about 6'10", and he's like a high energy guy. And I'm not saying that the guy's going to make the team, but he could at least be one of these guys that's in between the D League and making a team. That's just all of these other guys I saw, like Mustafa Fall, and I'm going to be flat out lying to you if I said I heard of these guys. There was another guy that was from USC. I seen some work. He was all right. He was doing some little post moves, and I think it's Jerebko or something. He was hitting shots. But
I noticed a lot. I don't know if you noticed, there's a lot of blockers in the league. Like a lot. Like Rudy Gobert. Like, I don't know. That's why I feel like Mustafa Fall might just have that French shot blocking in him. I don't know. He's never been off the same way. He's like, not great, and then he just emerged. He just found out how to protect the rim. I don't know. You never know. I think summer leagues take gambles, so we'll see how it is. That'd be cool.
But but as I always say, I think that it is important that Anthony Brown gets some buckets. Summer league, right? I think it's important that he gets some buckets and he shows that, hey, I want to be the guy. I might not be. I want to be at least third, on behind Ding and Ingram. I want to at least be on that depth chart. I want to be on there because looking at some of his stuff before he made it to the league, it was like, wow, this guy, he could be something. But I don't know what it was. I don't know if it was a coaching, but it just seemed as if
he just knew what was going on, honestly.
But the most important is going to be D'Angelo Russell. D'Angelo Russell is going to go out there. He's going to be right. But he's going to be throwing some passes. He's going to shine this summer league. And Brandon,
he has the most to prove. Yeah, 100% out of anyone in that roster, he has the most to prove right now.
I think he's going to dominate summer league. I think he's going to dominate summer league. And I think, let me see. I think Brandon Ingram, he'll score about 12 points or something a game or something like that. They'll try to protect him, not give him too many minutes, kind of just give him enough and let he's going to be out there a little bit, but they're going to try to protect him so that way he don't get no injury or something in the summer league. So I think he can about 12 points a game or whatever, but we're not going to really see until the league starts. I mean, preseason, they never really play the players like that. So I would say
running offense, stuff like that.
Yeah.
That's exciting, man. I actually also, it's basically everyone on that roster, man. Larry Nance, too. He had a lot to prove, too. He ended the season with so much momentum.
And you know what? I think I really like Larry Nance. And I was having an argument, well, not me, but on my thread, I had posted up a video because I'm going to post this video up once you guys upload it. I'm going to pin this on my Twitter. But, I was saying that, Ding was going to start. And this guy was like, oh, no, man, Ding is just, it's no way that Ding is going to start. They're going to give Ingram because Ingram needs a rep and Ingram needs this and this and that. So I was seeing the guys go back and forth. But honestly, man, I just think it's all about efficiency. If the guy can come in and he's only getting 20 minutes or 25 minutes and he's efficient, that's all that matters. The minutes is going to come because if he's efficient, which I think that Brandon Ingram could be, he's going to get the time. He's going to be able to start eventually. But I think initially they're going to give it to Dang and make it seem like, oh, you got to work for it. But
yeah, and then also, but that is a very interesting argument because the Lakers do kind of want to show that it's not the same thing with Russell too. I feel like they kind of have kind of a little edge to show him out, showcase him a little bit, show that he's that prize star. So you never know, man. I really think it depends on how Walton feels after summer league. I'm taking summer league as a gauge because I really feel like they're gonna try to showcase him too because. I don't know, man. It's just I feel like the Laker fans are really in doubt right now, and front office is all elite.
Oh man, we could definitely delve into that right after. We could talk all day about the front office. We can go. Look, I'm gonna stay on summer league, but okay. So you're saying basically that there's a possibility of Brandon Ingram basically having to play the whole summer league, get more minutes.
Yeah, just because I think they have something to prove. Like it's a pitch that they could say that we might not win games, but we have that youth direction. I don't know. It's a possibility. I can see them showcase like the young guys, Russell Ingram, have them dominate summer league, so Laker fans could be a little more confident about what they're doing. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like I could see that possibility happening because they're in a lot of stress right now. I mean, they didn't make splashy free agent moves or anything. So I could see them try to showcase, say, hey, look, like we're still fine. Like we're okay, guys. We're still heading upwards. Don't think we're going down. So I mean, there's always that in their head too.
Oh, absolutely. See, what happens is now that Kobe is exited, you need a franchise player. You need a star. You're gonna have to market somebody. Okay, somebody has to be on the graphic design. Somebody got to get the graphic design going and create some kind of flyer with some superstar on there.
Yeah, think about a billboard. A billboard just, Ingram, Russell, Randall, Parks, and all involved.
Advertising to the ticket people that's buying the tickets.
Exactly.
You got to have something that they're going to be feeling like they want to spend their money on. It's something like these advertisers, that's going to get these ratings going. And I definitely think that somebody on this team, I'm not sure who it may be. I believe me and Sami, we was having a conversation last time on that last video where I was saying that I believe Julius Randle could be that guy. But ultimately, it falls on D'Angelo Russell because they're kind of looking at D'Angelo Russell like, now Kobe's going. What's your excuse? Now Byron Scott's going. What's your excuse? Are you going to show up? That's going to
sleep on. A lot of people sleep on Clarkson too. Dude's 24. I'm sure you've seen all those workouts of him like just hitting 3-pointers on 3-pointers. You never know, man. He might just grab it. He might just grab that title.
You know what? I'm gonna be honest. I like Clarkson, but sometimes I feel like he can be inconsistent at times. He can be a little inconsistent at times. But hopefully this season he can really show. I think we got a steal. 5 years, 4 years, $50 million. I think that's a steal for a player of his talent. He's very talented.
Big time.
But I am concerned. I am concerned. I think he's a talented player, but I want to know how everybody's going to fit. I know Jordan Clarkson has the alpha in him. He's not afraid. He's not afraid of the bright lights. And I think naturally you're a rookie when you're like how D'Angelo Russell was, or how Brandon Ingram will be this season. I didn't see that I did see that in Julius Randle. Julius Randle did have a couple games. It was like, what are you doing? But ultimately, somebody has to take that throne, and it's going to be a fight. I know that Jordan Clarkson has the aggression, and at times I see D'Angelo Russell where he has that fire, and I'm hoping that he has that fire what's that thing where they go Super Saiyan, when he gets into Super Saiyan mode and he does his thing. That's what I'm trying to see. I'm trying to see that D'Angelo Russell. All right.
Well,
and that D'Angelo Russell, he's the leader of this team.
Well, yeah, I think D'Angelo Russell is definitely going to be his season. Breakout season, I must say. He has so much to prove. I mean, there's so many different topics that people are just doubting him on. So I think he, on top of Clarkson and Randall and Ingram, I mean, because people know who he is, right? For the wrong reason. That's the issue. When you're in Lakers, when you're with the Lakers, you want to be known for the right reasons. You want to be known as a star. You don't want to be known as the infamous guy that leaked a video on your ex-teammate. That's that rap at 20. Can you imagine so he knows the only way to get back is to ball. And right now it's his only chance. Like you guys said, he realizes Kobe's gone. Okay? It's a whole new team. They're running it through me. All right? Everybody else is like my age. I mean, what happened? So this is his year. And I think this year, I'm going to judge D'Lo based on how aggressive he is. Last season, he seemed a bit lazy. I'm not going to lie. He seemed like he wasn't trying too hard. And I gave him the pass because of the situation that was at hand. But now, this is his time to step up. All those commenters calling him a bust, I mean, this is their season to really see. What is he like? What D'Angelo Bustel? Is he a bust? D'Lo's lowest point is not a bust. This guy has fundamentals, all right? Something that can't be taught. But his prime, what he can be, is very high. So I have a lot of expectations on D'Lo. My favorite player on the roster. Emotional. It's beyond amazing what he can do. I just hope he can showcase it and he gets the ability to.
That he has that athleticism, but not athleticism. You know what I'm talking about?
Yes.
He can do everything an athlete can, but he's not the best athlete. And I think that's just kind of how the league's going. You look at Steph Curry, you look at people like that. You don't have to be a freak like LeBron to dominate the league. So I hope to find some person.
I mean, listen, if you have handle, you're good.
Yeah, you're set. You're set. If you have handle, shot,
and
he's 6'6".
He's 6'6", man. That's
okay. So this is one thing where D'Angelo Russell, I agree with everything that you said as far as, well, I wouldn't say laziness. I'm not saying he's lazy, but what I am saying is he needs more get up and go, more urgency. Like, you know, I'm trying to make sure we don't lose this damn game. I know that we got to win this game, like barking at people, telling people, look, you know, how Chris Paul is. He's, you know, he's not Chris Paul, but I'm saying that personality where it's rides on me. If we lose the game, I'm pissed off. And this is what Kobe Bryant had got frustrated with when he was trying to tell the guys, yeah, we're on the team that sucks, but you can't ever get to a point where you're just chuckling and laughing while we're getting blown out by 40 points.
Right.
Get comfortable. And a lot of times it was kind of like, we're down 20. I'm whatever. I'm D-Lo. I'm D'Angelo. So what? You know, whatever I do, you know, he kind of had that mannerism. And it was kind of like, no, brother, you got to have that get up and go. You got to have that look. You got to start calling out. You got to start calling out Clarkson. You got to start calling out Randall. You got to start telling them, hey, look, man, you know, we got to win this damn game. That's what I want to see out of Russell. I think he has the tools, and I also think that he needs to work on his use his size. If he gets a post game, he would be sick. I mean,
he can do
it. If he uses his body, oh my God. He doesn't have to be athletic. He doesn't have to be super athletic. He just has to know how to use his size. Yeah, he would be no joke. He would really develop a post game. He would be sick. You know, that silky smooth three, if you leave him open, it's gonna be nice. It's gonna be really nice this season to see him what he does.
I just want to say that, you know, tying back to what you said, we need to not get used to the losing. That's something that happens to young teams. It's very common. Sacramento Kings, right? Not necessarily they're young, but they get used to losing, and then they don't really have the perseverance or that person in the locker room to say, screw this stuff, we're not going to lose, we got to keep going, we got to keep winning. I mean, a good analogy would be Draymond Green with the Warriors. Now, when we talk about team leaders, he might not be the leading scorer on that team, but he's the heart, he's the soul of that team.
I agree.
I think after games, he riles up, he cusses people out. And Kobe Bryant said, you need that guy. And with the Lakers, I'm wondering who that guy is. We might not have him. He might emerge. But that's something that I'm excited to see as well.
And, you know, I know we don't like mentioning his name, but I know that was what Byron tried to do. He just completely mismanaged it.
Byron, he can't communicate.
See, you know, D'Angelo Russell coming into the league, you know, he's so confident. Oh, I'm the best player in this league. My number is 0 because no one could guard me. All of that, right? So
yeah.
That, I'm second pick. So I saw what Byron was trying to do, saying like, you know what, you don't have that. You have to earn your way. But he just completely effed it up too. I mean, Byron just
listen. Yeah, D'Lo did come in really cocky and all, and and you know, it's good what Byron did, but communicate.
Yeah, exactly.
I think I talked with you about this, Eddie. You were saying that Byron can't communicate well with the players. That was his main gripe.
His intentions were good. He shut them off.
He doesn't know how to talk to them. I don't know. He couldn't talk to them.
You know, with Byron Scott, the situation with Byron Scott, I'm gonna be fair. There was a lot of times I was just biased against him. I just didn't like him because immediately when he sat him, I was like, what are you doing? Right? Like, what are you doing? But I must admit that D'Angelo, after he sat him down or whatever the hell that he did come out and he did play a little bit harder than what he was playing. He wasn't doing everything that Byron liked or whatever, but he did have a little bit more, okay, I need these minutes that I do have, I need to step it up. So I will give Byron Scott that. He did do that. It was just his communication skills. It's like I was saying with Sami, it should be no reason in the world why you as a player don't know how to improve or where to get better. you as a coach shouldn't be so caught up in your, this is how me and Pat Riley used to do it back in the day, and be more, try to adjust to the times with the new school and tell them, hey, look, I know we got different styles. I know you got this style, but look, man, you need to be working on this. You need to be working on your post game. You need to be working on this and this. I work with Magic. I know what it takes. Had he would have came at him, you get what I'm trying to say earlier from the beginning? Because I think this is what happened. Okay, I'm going to say this, and I'm going to let you guys continue. We're at the beginning of the summer league, before the summer league, Byron Scott has said D'Angelo Russell is like the Magic Johnson, right? And then he had a poor summer league or something like that, and then the season started, and he kind of said, oh, no, he's nothing like – he kind of reneged on it and took it back and kind of just left D'Angelo Russell out to dry. So I could tell that not every youngster, when you have the confidence of your coach, just completely just writing them off like that affects the way that you carry yourself. So, like I said, with Luke, I think he'll do a better job with that. That's what I had to say. Yes, sir.
Yeah. Byron Scott was a terrible coach for a young team. A terrible coach. You could have asked for a worse coach. I don't even want to get into this. I'd get so heated. It's like, Stephen A.
I mean, I guess you could kind of credit him for, giving that chip that you were talking about with D'Angelo. But then I guess you could argue on the other side that he always had it in him. He just needed more minutes. So,
yeah.
I mean,
you know what? To me, he would have got better either way, right? To me, if you give him the minutes, he would have got better either way. But what Byron Scott has said at some point during the season was, he said something to the effect of, well, I'm not about to just let him get his butt kicked out there and basically just off of giving him minutes, and he's getting his butt kicked even worse than what he's already getting it kicked. What the team's already losing, basically making him look worse than what he already is. So I think that was Byron Scott's argument. But my thing was, man, I mean, shit, this is a hot shot. This is the second pick. I mean, you play this dude, right? But
you have to play. I mean, okay, it's a new, and I think the old generation, players are much different from this. I don't think social media plays a part, and I don't think he knows that. And I think that's why I was so happy with Walton. I think he communicated with D'Lo. I think he can tell D'Lo, this is what's going down. This is how we're going to play it. This is, I'm going to give you a role, D'Angelo Russell, and you're going to play this role, and that's it. And
it seems like he's kind of building for him, right?
He is. It seems like they're building around him.
Yeah, because I mean, Luke. That was, I think, I don't know if you heard about on the radio. That was Luke's list. Timothy Mozgov. Obviously, if you can't get the Whiteside, go for him. I think that's literally like all he's thinking about is how he can make Russell have no excuse on resources.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, so Russell can't come to him and be like, look, like no one on my team can play, so I can't be at my potential. So I think that's the biggest thing Luke Walton's doing.
I just what I'm hopeful is that there is a presence in this locker room where it's like, hey, we need to win games. That needs to be there. It has to. It's so tough. We're gonna barely be reaching 30, right, with the roster we have right now. Somebody in that locker room that has optimism, that has the soul, the heart. You need that. It's critical. And if there's no player there, you best believe the coaching staff better be there. And the coaching staff.
That's the negative thing about that's the negative thing. When you lose so much, the players start to accept it. It becomes a culture. And that mentality has to stop. Somebody has to be. I think Brandon Ingram he had said a couple things. But he's a young boy. I don't know. But he was saying like, yeah, I came to be the leader. I'm going to be the leader and blah, blah, blah. It seemed like he's ready to take that on. And
my brother-in-law mentioned in March Madness when they lost, like, how Ben Simmons didn't care, right, about winning, losing. When Brandon Ingram lost, he was sitting there crying, upset.
No way.
Yeah. My brother-in-law was telling me
that means a lot to
hear,
dude. Because
he has that full-blooded man. He lost. What?
In basketball, bro, it's literally mind over matter. It honestly is. It's about how much work you're gonna put in. You can have. Listen. Best analogy, Dwight Howard. This guy is physically gifted.
Yeah.
He's physically
athletic.
He's speedy. He can block. But the thing is, he's not there mentally. He's not tough. He doesn't train hard. He doesn't care. Losing is whatever to him. So that's the analogy I want to use. It's all about working hard. And if Ingram, like you said, cares a lot about the game, he has the assets to be great. It's all about if he wants to put in the work.
I was going to ask you guys. What is it? Why do you think that the free agents don't want to come to free agency? You guys can expound on that.
Why don't they? Or why don't they? Right?
Yeah. Why don't free agents want to come to the Lakers? What's
First? You started off.
Well, the one thing that comes to me is post Kobe. I think the big time free agents, some are actually stressed out about it. Your brother-in-law actually tweeted something really cool. He's like, DeRozan. He quoted DeRozan. He said, DeRozan said, "There's no way I'm going to pass Kobe's legacy unless I win 7 championships." And I think that's alluring to people. I think that also a big part. I said this to a lot of people actually, because some people ask me. I straight up told them, I'm like, okay, think of this, man. We're in an age where you can reach people through Twitter. You can reach people through Instagram. You can connect with through Snapchat. It's a social media era. You talk 10 years ago, you needed LA to be big time. You needed to sign with the Lakers to have your name on the banners. You couldn't be big time with the Utah Jazz unless you were John Stockton. It was hard. But now you can be a star at Oklahoma. You can be a Kevin Durant and you can be good. You can come to LA in the summer. You're more than willing to come here. Season ends in June. Just come hang out here for a couple months. You don't have to play here. And I think players realize that. And until this franchise comes back to a winning atmosphere, or unless you get a Mamba-type player, who I think Westbrook is Mamba-type player, who would take on the role of rebuilding the roster, but that's a debate for another video. I think free agents won't sign here again.
I don't know. I actually disagree for that reason. I still hold to the fact that we're still the Lakers. You know, we'll always have that appeal. That's just star appeal.
No doubt.
Right?
No doubt.
But what I think is the biggest reason why free agents don't want to come, sadly, I think it's just because how dysfunctional ownership is. Honestly, no one wants to play for a team where you don't know who's operating.
Back to the winning. If we start winning again, the dysfunction's finished. I'll give it.
Oh yeah, that's kind of like a ideal.
Yeah.
I'm saying, Brian, they don't want to come right now. It's not because we don't have that winning mentality. There's plenty of teams that are lottery teams that people still like, just big market people like going to, right? But I just feel like them seeing, Jim is all I've heard about Jim is that he's horrible, and then Gene's gonna take over the team, and then Phil's gonna come. I don't know who's gonna come, and then Mitch is always there. I just think that dysfunction is why. No one wants to deal with that crap. No one wants to be there. I'll wait a few years until they figure it out. Then I'll
especially a player that's 27, 28 like Durant. If he's like, why would I first go into a dysfunctional organization?
Yeah,
I'm in my prime.
Exactly.
I want to surpass Jordan. I can't do that with them right now.
Right. So like in terms of, I think it's more dysfunction membership. We say we have that youth direction, but until we make management clear like what they're doing, I just think free agents don't believe it. They just don't buy it.
That's the truth.
All right, so what my take is, you have a team that just won, was it 17 games last season, right? And they got a number 2 draft pick, right? They got 2 number 2 draft picks in a row. They have a decent squad, but I think a lot of free agents know now that Kobe's gone, am I going to be ready to be? It's kind of like after Phil Jackson left and Mike Brown came in. It was like Mike Brown really wasn't that bad coach, but it was just the expectations that us Laker fans had for him to be a great coach. And I think that's the same kind of thing with the free agents. It's like, Kobe's gone. I'm expected to be the next Kobe. Hell no. I'm not about to go over to LA and be expected to, because we have a reputation ingrates, or people that are just not grateful for it. I mean, I ain't gonna lie, I used to treat Powell like shit. I'm just keeping it real. I didn't like Powell. I felt a lot of times he was soft. I felt like he could have played a little bit harder, but he was a great player. Looking back in hindsight, he was really a great player. It's just I was just a little hard on him, and I didn't really like his style. So We have a reputation for that. We have a reputation for being hard and expecting greatness. And I think a lot of free agents know that. They know, oh man, if I go to LA, I got this Kobe cape, as Sami was talking about. Like I got to put on the cape of Kobe and Magic. If I'm not scoring, if I win one title, it's not enough. I got to win 5 or 6, or 4 of them at least, to be even in the same breath as Kobe. And I got this whole Kobe.
And historically, actually, like confirming that, free agents have never really come, with the exception of Shaq and a few.
Sign a trade. That was free agents. Sign a trade.
Right. Yeah. Historically, we've never been that team where we always pull off these big moves. So I mean, that's something to think about too. It's different for us now because we're young. We completely, you forget once you win 2 championships and the 3-peat, you forget about how we built that team, right? Yeah. But we've never really been that team where we'd be like, hey, come sign with us. You know what I'm saying? Like we always, Powell, Kobe, Lamar, all of those people were off trades. Luck of the draft. Yeah.
So what I think ends up happening is that in order for us to get free agents to come here, you have to let D'Angelo Russell. You have to let these guys develop first. And then once you see, damn, D'Angelo Russell's no joke. Damn, Julius Randle was nothing to play with. Brandon Ingram is a savage. Once you start to see that, it's like, oh, okay, all right, this is a good team. I can see myself coming over here and helping this team win a championship. But at this point, they're looking like, oh, I'm just babysitting my teenage brothers at this point. And I think the dysfunction of the management, if you guys want to go into that, but the dysfunction of the front office, that plays a role into it because everybody knows Jeanie Buss doesn't get along with Jim Buss, vice versa. And there's so much discord within the whole organization. You got Jeanie Buss saying stuff. She don't know what's going on with the basketball side. They're kind of being elusive with certain things, and it's just one big frustrating circle. But I think it all plays into why people are like, you know what, I don't want to go to the Lakers because I know what's going to come out of it. I'm expected to take them to the playoffs, and not only take them to the playoffs. If Durant was to come, I think that Laker fans would be like, okay, yeah, we're going to make it to the finals or something like that, or we're going to be really, really good. And then the thing is, if he gets to first round and gets eliminated, he's a bum. You see, in OKC, he'll never be. It don't matter what he do. He'll always be celebrated in OKC.
Also, Durant, I stay in OKC, I can be the Kobe of my franchise.
Yeah,
that's rings in LA right now. I don't know. It's all about players. They want to make their path to pave their own path. So.
Statues in front of the arenas.
All of them. That's the thing. That's the fire. Yeah, Damian Lillard said the same thing. I don't know if you heard about. Someone tweeted, "Hey, come to the Lakers, bro." Yeah, he's like, "Kobe's gonna come to the Lakers." He's like, "No, I'm trying to do what Kobe did in Portland."
That was depressing.
That's just the mentality. I mean, Kobe kind of hurt us in a way. Yeah. He wants to do what he did on their own team.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I just want to say something. This is all biased right now. But in 4 years, free agency is going to be lit in LA. You got players like Kyrie and everybody in his age group that were obsessed with Kobe. Look at all these players' favorite players. They will all say Kobe Bryant. And I think Paul George, too, loves Kobe. Yeah. So all these guys, they are the type of players that would look at LA, I think, in a couple of years and think, damn, 2 years, D'Angelo's developed. And this is all contingent on if they're good. Yeah. Damn, man. Kyrie, Paul George, damn, man, I can really be that guy now. I can be that guy. And I think that's what free agency is like, not these next 2 years. After that, it's gonna be good.
And then also Jim's countdown, how he said this year is over.
Yeah.
I think that's what scares a lot of players. Yeah. They're like, okay, what's gonna happen when he's over? Is someone like Stan Hinkie gonna come, where we just rebuild all day, or are we gonna get someone?
It scares me, and I'm not even a player.
Exactly.
I'm just a fan.
It's a
You know,
big
okay, that bothers me because this whole dynamic between him and her. And okay, if you read the Sam Ding article, the Kevin Ding article, what happened was basically she was trying to get Phil, and Jim Buss had said, "No, I want to be the guy." So what happened was Jeannie asked Jim, "Well, what is your deadline? What is your accountability? Where is it?" "Well, give me 3 years, and we're going to get a championship. We're going to be championship contending." And then the next year, he's like, "We're going to make it to the second round." And then now it's like, "We're going to make the playoffs." So it's like every time you ask him, he keeps switching it up. Right. And it's a mess, man. It's really a mess. They really need to just sit down and just figure it out, because the dysfunction is it's at an all-time high. It's really at an all-time high, and they need to work that out.
100% true. That's the biggest thing, man. It's just even as us Laker fans, we see this stuff every day. We still don't know what's going on.
Yeah. It's all coming out.
It's stuff coming out that, like I said, that Kevin Ding article, a lot of fans got mad, but I like articles like that. I want to know. Shit, I want to see whatever little stuff that was in there. It even had something talking about Jim Buss used to go party with Luke Walton, and that made me scream.
It's crazy.
But it's going to be. I don't know if it's going to be all right. I really don't. I keep saying every year it's going to be all right, but I don't know.
No, I agree. I mean, that's just the thing. You gamble on youth. That's what OKC did. It turned out well. I'm not saying we're going to be like them, but I mean, that's the formula they did, and it helped them out. That's how the league is now, man. We just have to get the best players you think that develop and just do it that way. The whole trade and signing is just kind of gone now. It's kind of just investing in youth.
I'm pretty sad for our fan base in general. I saw comments from people who were like, dude, Randall's gonna be Ibaka, Russell's gonna be Russell Westbrook, Ingram's gonna be Kevin Durant, and then I'm just like, that's the fact that people are so like delusional right now, right? I feel bad. It's crazy what's going on. It shouldn't be like. It should be.
The thing is those expectations, and this is a large reason why D'Angelo Russell didn't make the first team, because it was those expectations.
Right.
He was a guy that was drafted like late first round. Everybody be like, "Oh my God, D'Angelo Russell's a steal. He is a hell of a player." But because he got drafted second, it was like, he was all right. He was cool. He didn't have that, and they kind of downplay it. So he's better than what he was last season. Everybody knows it. That's why they're kind of like waiting for this season. But it's gonna. These expectations are going to happen. You're going to have Julius Randle is the next Draymond Green. I've heard somebody say that.
Yeah. I want to ask you, if D'Angelo went to Philadelphia 1 pick down, do you think he would have the same level of expectation, or do you think that's a Laker thing?
It's definitely a mixture of both. It's definitely a mixture of him being picked second, and you know what I mean, and not performing as far as what people expected. And there is a Laker thing. It's like, are you the next guy that's going to be carrying the torch for the Lakers? Are you going to be the next guy that's carrying the torch? Because if you put on the purple and gold and you're, you know what I'm saying, and how Kobe was like, Kobe did not co-sign D'Angelo Russell. He did not co-sign him. If I looked at the whole season, he said, I remember at one point of the season, we do not have a franchise player. The Lakers need a franchise player. And his eye had fire in it. He was so serious. You could tell when Kobe's playing around. You could tell when he's serious. Yeah. I believe it's on one of my videos where Kobe said, we need a franchise player. And he didn't see that in none of these guys. He said that the franchise would do well, and he wished them well. But we need a franchise guy. And could Brandon Ingram be that guy? I don't know. But Kobe even though at times they hugged and they, during that last game, he scored 60 and everybody was hugging him and stuff like that. Kobe, he speaks from a place of honesty. And if he doesn't see it, then, you know what I mean? I'll take his word. I'll take Kobe's word because he's a serious guy. But I somehow think that he was a little too chummy with Byron Scott. So I don't really take it anything. He's going to side with Byron Scott more than he is the young players. So that may have played a role into it. But the expectations that's placed on these players, it has a lot to do with people crapping on them, putting them down and saying bad stuff about them.
That's true. And then if you think about it, though, Kobe's always been that type of player, though. To not give credit, but not like to admit that there's a star in the building. You get what I'm saying?
He compares himself.
Yeah, because he thinks about, I'm nothing self-centered. I'm just thinking in terms of competition. He says if they want to be my level, they can't be satisfied. Yeah, he said with Andrew Bynum, you remember they're trying to trade him for Jason Kidd, all that. He wants you to prove it.
I think the thing is he's so competitive, Kobe Bryant, that when he wants to go on a championship run, he wants to make sure you guys are thinking on his page. And so when he's looking at D'Lo, he's like, man, this kid is immature. Right? Yeah. That's all I see, and I see that since he was retiring, he was not able to judge D'Lo on a basis that we were thinking of.
Right.
I don't know how to explain it. It's just that since Kobe wasn't playing to win anymore, I don't think he can judge D'Lo to play to win.
I disagree. I disagree because he's defended Powell. As soon as he got Powell was his buddy. It's like a couple of times he called Powell out. Publicly called Powell out, and he even you could say with Odom, you know what I'm saying? There was a couple of times where he was real comfortable with Odom, and once he had his guys and he knew he could run with, and even when Bynum got really good, he kind of switched the tune on him because he was clowning Bynum at first, but he switched the tune once Bynum got his game together. They were actually kicking it, and I guess something about the World Cup. I think World Cup was going down back then, but. Kobe has a thing where he speaks for honesty. He was clowning Smush Parker and Vlad Rad. There's something to it. You have to have some kind of. I think that the biggest obstacle for D'Angelo Russell is what we already talked about. It's just showing that it's not about all of this other stuff. It's strictly about basketball. That's why I think the Nick Young scandal was actually a good thing to happen to him because he's now going to be focused strictly on basketball. Had this Nick Young thing would have never happened, he probably would have been extra super cocky, because it was already stuff like the team where it was already people rumoring on the team that he's not well liked in the locker room. This is before that they kind of didn't like his attitude and the way he carried himself. He was too immature. He wouldn't listen to nobody. And that kind of came out. He got embarrassed. He saw the internet just put him out and hung him left to dry. And now he sees, okay, I got to focus on basketball. I'm concerned about all this other stuff. I need to focus strictly on basketball. I got caught up. I made a mistake. So
and if you extend that on top of that, here comes another rookie coming in, same exact position as Russell Ingram, and he's looking at that and being like, man, I can't do that. That's another benefit too. He's looking at what happened to Russell, and he's like, you know what? I'm not gonna get stuck with the LA crowd, fun. I'm just gonna focus on my game because I don't want to end up like how much shit he got. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely. He comes in there, and I've seen some kind of GIF or some kind of video they did where Ingram is going through his phone and his Snapchat, and he's like, "Oh no, I don't want to add D'Angelo Russell or some mess like that." But it is in the back of his mind. I gotta kind of mesh with these guys. I gotta mingle with these guys. I gotta kind of, it's always that initial. I'm looking at you, you looking at me. I'm trying to competition, the nervousness, the awkwardness. Who's going to be the king? Who's going to get the throne? I know Brandon Ingram's looking like, I want it. Yeah, I want to be on the Lakers. Of course, I want that. I want to be the guy. So Ingram can ball, and I think that it's just a very young nucleus that we got, and it's gonna be a very, very talented nucleus. But we just got to be patient, and I hope that these guys just focus strictly on basketball. All of this other stuff, the Lamborghinis, the women, all of that stuff, you're gonna have that. That's everybody loves to have that if they could in their life, but just strictly be focused on basketball, man. All of that other stuff, it'll come.
That was 100% worded well, man. Exactly. I just focus on basketball, what you're actually paid to do. I agree 100%.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, I mean, I guess that's all there was to cover, huh?
Yeah. Anything else?
I mean, I think we covered up pretty much everything. We covered everything, ownership, everything. We've been all over the place.
Yeah. This was a long stream, but it was well worth
it. I didn't even realize it.
Yeah, it went by though. Yeah.
So I mean, hey, it's up to you guys. You guys call it. You guys are the shot callers. I'm just a guest over here.
Sami, you gotta add something. Talk about one more thing.
All right. So
Sami's monologue right now.
So one thing. I know Luke Walton is a great signing. Do you think Luke Walton will be assertive with the young core? Do you think he can go in there and tell them, no, you do this, you do that, you do it this way, you do it that way? Or do you think he's going to be pushy? It's very important that he's assertive, so I want to know what you guys think. I kind of dabbled in this with Eddie, but we weren't too elaborate with the conversation, so I just want to hear what you guys think.
So, I mean, for me, I think Luke Walton is, he's a player's guy. He listens to the players, he listens to what they talk, but he's also a massive competitor. Yeah. He's not going to be a Mike Brown. Want to come to practice? It's okay. He's not going to be like that. And I think will catch a lot of people off guard, like Russell and them too. Because I feel like they're all excited because they think, oh, like, it's party time in LA, right? Yeah. But he's going to come out and still be very, not pushy, but very demanding in a good way, in a positive way. He's not going to be like fired or like unfair expectations. But Luke's not, he's going to come in and be like, hey, I'm going to listen to you guys. We're going to do this as a team. But at the end of the day, we still have to work. And this is not fun times right now. Yeah. He still has that Kobe, like, mindset. Because, winning 2 rings, like, it teaches you a lot. It does. As a player, and if you're that young, you still have that, I know how to win a ring. So that's how I feel. Like, he's going to be a people's person, but also like a kind of not a stern coach, but someone who's very serious.
No, I agree with you. I think his experience in the league hopefully will transition into coaching. I saw him during the assistant coaching. When he became the head coach of the Warriors, he was fairly aggressive. He was yelling out plays, do this, do that. And that was to veterans like Steph Curry. Yeah. So, I wonder how to do his nucleus. Eddie, your take on it?
Oh, man, this is what I've been waiting for. First of all, let me tell you what I think. I think he's going to be a little bit passive. I think he's going to be a little bit of a pushover. I'm just being honest. First of all, when he came in, I think he's going to be a guy that's going to let them have freedom, because that's what he said. So he's going to come in, he's going to let them have freedom. But I do have concerns of, are you going to sit a player down when they just get outright disrespectful? Are you going to be able to call a player out when they're being out of line in a press if it needs to be done? I don't know if he can do that. I think that he's seen as this guy that's, he's a savior. He's going to come in here. He's going to be changing the world. But I want to see D'Angelo Russell get pissed off at him. Like, damn near throw a chair at him and how he responds. Okay? Because he's like this beach boy, this pretty boy, and everybody's falling in love with him. He's got the looks, he's got the personality. But I want to see him get tested. This is going to be very important to see him get tested. And I think that Luke Walton can coach. I don't think that there's any doubt that he can coach. But I am concerned about how he's going to handle this immature team. Now, I'm happy that he has Brian Shaw there, because Brian Shaw dealt with the most immature team. He dealt with the Denver Nuggets. The Denver Nuggets had Ty Lawson.
Denver Nuggets fan.
Yeah, you know, he had some immature guys on that team. Okay, Ty Lawson, everybody's just clowning him and laughing at him. He's trying to. I mean, Brian Shaw was rapping. Okay, he can, you know, relate to his team. So he's been through hell, man. So he knows how to deal with an immature team. So that's why I'm happy he hired Brian Shaw, because Brian Shaw's been through that. He can say, hey, wait, be careful now. This fire's getting a little bit too hot. This fire is getting a little bit too hot. It's going to get out of control. We need to extinguish it right now. You know, whether you got to sit down and diffuse the situation. I think that's what Brian Shaw is there for. So Luke Walton will learn how to get there and how to be that coach that we think he could be. But it's going to take some time.
That was Coach Lou's on the Cavs. Tyronn Lue. He was there for the players when David Blatt was the head coach. Similar type of role.
Yeah, and you saw what he did. And I've been the guy. I was a guy. When Tyronn Lue got hired, I was a guy who was like, Tyronn Lue, be careful. Watch out for this guy. Everybody's it's fuck Tyronn. This fucking
Tyronn.
You know, when Iverson gets stepped over him, I'm like, dog. I was fine for this dude. I was fine for him. I was like, dude, this dude's the guy. And they were like, man, this dude's a clown. Anybody could coach that team, right? But now he's a championship winning coach. He was one of the first guys to tell LeBron, shut the fuck up. Okay?
That's insane. That's true. Yeah, that's true.
Told LeBron. All these other coaches, yeah, you know, LeBron's my boy. You know, he wasn't like Byron Scott. He told LeBron, shut the up, okay? Be quiet. And you need that sometimes. You need a coach that's going to get in your face, superstar's face, and say, hey, if you're going to fire me, you're going to fire me. That's how Pat Riley was. Pat Riley was tough on everybody. It wasn't like he was easy on Magic. He was hard on everybody. And you need a coach like that. And a quick history lesson. This is Pat Riley initially was not going to take the Lakers' job because he was afraid that Magic was going to fire him like he fired the last coach. Because Magic was not the coach.
What Paulette said before that, right?
Right. And the thing was, there was a joke about Magic. The joke was, why did they call him Magic Johnson? Because he makes coaches disappear. That was the thing back in the days. And like I said, you need a coach like that can kind of play both sides. So that's what I think. I
don't know. I don't remember. Was Pat Riley that strict right when he got into the league? Because he was actually the same exact age as Luke when he got hired. Mm-hmm. So was he that stern, or was that kind of age type of thing? As he got older, he got more stern.
According to the Showtime book, that was the way Pat Riley ran it. See, Jerry West was a guy that took Pat Riley in. See, when they introduced Pat Riley, the coach had gotten to a nasty accident in Rolling Hills. So Pat Riley was like Michael Thompson. He was a color announcer. And what happened was they were in a situation where, like, we need a coach. We don't have a coach. Back in those days, so Dr. Jerry Buss had said, look, Pat Riley, you're going to be the coach. And Pat Riley's like, dude, I don't know. I'm not. You're going to be the coach. And Jerry West is going to be the associate head coach. That's what's going to happen. And you can YouTube it. It was like an awkward ass footage with Pat Riley and Jerry West. Because Jerry West was like, man, I don't want nothing to do with this. But Dr. Jerry West called the shots. He was like, you're going to show Pat Riley everything that he needs to know. And Jerry West kind of showed Pat Riley the ropes. And then Pat Riley, that's how he got on, and then he started enforcer, and he was tough, and they started winning. You know what I mean? But Pat Riley was just completely thrown to the wolves, and he had to learn on the fly. So I think it can work out with Luke Walton because he has a coaching in him. He can coach. I'm not saying he can't coach, but he's going to get tested. He's going to get tested with this young team.
He's got D'Angelo Russell pressure equivalent because he's the new coach.
And coaching is like,
you're gone.
And I saw D'Angelo Russell all in Luke Walton's face, and smiling and all this, and that's kind of like sticking a finger to Byron Scott, because basically telling Byron Scott like, hey, you know, I'm happy. I'm so happy that you're going. That's basically what he's saying when he's all in Luke's face. Yeah, I'm happy that you're going. I'm all up in his face. I want to work with him. So that's what I see with that. But hopefully he doesn't take Luke's kindness for weakness. Because a lot of times you got players like that, they do that passive aggressive, being super nice stuff. It's kind of like if you got a kid, you know, your kid's trying to be super nice to you. You're like, what do you want? What you know, what's the catch? So that's what I'm seeing with Luke Walton. That's my take.
Yeah, I mean, everything we're saying right now is just purely off what we're thinking biased, right? It all comes down to how he does in the season next year. So we should redo this conversation mid-season.
That'd be interesting.
I see. Do we think Luke Walton's the assertive guy? This is our preseason prediction on Luke Walton.
Keep a tab on this.
Keep a tab on this.
I'm gonna have to eat my words if I'm wrong. If I'm wrong, I'm gonna look like a fool.
We're gonna lose all our subscribers, man. Man. I don't know.
You got anything else to add?
No, man. I think we covered everything possible, man.
He's milked each topic out.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
We got to do this again. This has been a great one, guys. Shit, I'm down for it anytime. Y'all want to get it cracking? We get it cracking anytime.
Yeah, man, it's good.
Appreciate it, bro. Once again, man, I just want to say for the viewers, man, we really appreciate everything you've done for us, man. Like, honestly, man, it means a lot. Like, it means a lot, you know. Like, we know this is you've been doing this for a while. Someone with your expertise on it to, like, you know, say that we have something going on is very.
Oh man, you guys have a great channel. I mean, I like how everything's visually set up. Everything is good. You guys are going on the right path. You guys are really gonna blow up. I'm gonna try to make sure if I can exploit y'all as much as I can, put y'all out there, man. You guys got a great channel. And,
yeah, I appreciate it
already. You got this damn far, and you ain't already subscribed. Notifications. Click on the bell right next to the Abbey.
Link below. We'll have Eddie's page on there too. Please follow this guy. He's a legend.
Pioneer.
He's a pioneer, man. You need that wise man on there, man. You need to hear what this guy has to say, man. I actually, to be honest, I didn't hear about you before Sami, and I looked through all your videos.
Yeah, man.
You're a genius.
Yeah, it's funny. I looked at Jaleel Okafor, D'Angelo Russell, and your video pops up. And ever since then, I started following your videos.
Oh man, I was waiting. I love it, man. I love talking about Lakers and sports, man. It's fun, and it seems like you guys do too.
It's like a natural habitat, honestly.
We could have went on for another 2 hours.
This is just for the viewers to like chill. I'm sure they don't want to watch a 4-hour segment.
So. Yeah, they're probably tired of us already.
Trust me, we'll save it for another time. We'll save it. We'll get another one going in a couple weeks or something like that. We'll get another one going. So
So yeah, I mean, it's been real, guys. It's your boy Sami, aka Laker Boy Ace, signing out. Laker Boy Waldo out.
Eddie Star, peace.
Peace.